happening on iMedia TV. Welcome to the show. I am Adetona Halima, and with me today I have an interesting guest, someone you would love to hear his story. So at iMedia TV, we believe that individuals have spectacular stories, and we're trying to bring these spectacular stories to your view, because we believe some people want to publish their stories as books, some people want to adapt their stories as movies, but unfortunately not all of them will make it to the movies. So that is why the Loud Whispers show has brought you this this platform to bring people's spectacular stories to your viewing. On today's episode of the show, I have a very interesting guest, someone you really love to meet. His name is Mr. Dawud Amuta Oluchukwu. He is a Revert, meaning someone who has, seen the light of Islam and is now a Muslim. So we want to know Mr. Dawud's story today. We want him to talk to us about how he got into Islam, what his motivations are, and all of that. Welcome to the show with me, Mr. Dawud Amuta. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Assalamu alaikum, my friends. My name is Dawud Oluchukwu Amuta. I'm from Abia State, a Revert. I'm a member of MP, the Muslim Professionals Endowed.
Wow. Well, you're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
So he's not just a Revert. He's another person who is actively in pushing the story of Islam, in bringing other people into Islam. He's actively into da'wah. He's currently the administrative staff of Muslims professionals in da'wah. So before we continue, we'd like to go on a short break. We'll be back very soon. Stay with us. So welcome back to the show. We're still on Loud Whispers, and we'd like Mr. Amuta to tell us, what was your life like before Islam? How did you discover the light of Islam? What was your life like? What religion were you practicing? Where were you? What kind of life did you live before now?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim today. When I was a Christian, I was born a Christian, and I grew up in a Christian family. I would say when I was a Christian, I live a life that is not, I would say, is not right in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I drink a lot, and I chase women a lot. But when I found Islam, I would say my life changed. I was a kind of somebody that I always like to improve myself.
Okay, so were you like a church goer?
Yeah.
Your parents, what was their position in the church?
Yeah, I was a chorister and also a full member of Anglican church. That was my first church. That's where we grew up. I was an Anglican before I moved to Redeem and the other. I baptized in Seventh-day Adventist. I also went to Redeem Christian Church of God.
Welcome back to the show. We're still on Loud Whispers on iMedia TV, and with me today is Mr. Dawud Amuta, a Revert, who is telling us his journey so far, being a Muslim now. His journey coming down to the religion of Allah, and how it has been so far before the religion and now that he is in the religion. So Mr. Dawud, you were saying you had some challenges with your family, when you decided to come into the religion of Allah. So apart from family, apart from the challenges you encountered with the family, what other challenges, general challenges, financially, psychologically, how did you cope? What exactly were the challenges, and how did you cope with them?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. When Allah give you Islam, he will boost your morale. He will make you strong. Even when the challenges are coming, you'll be able to stand it. As long as you embrace Allah with your whole heart, you don't need to fear anybody, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator of everything. He's the owner of our lives. He's the one that sustains. So because of that, I was so strong. I believe that as long as I'm in the right way, Allah will protect me. Though there are other challenges of people from my hometown, people that feel that they have made the money, and this is just a young boy that's supposed to do another thing. Now he's trying to, in my family, in our family, he's going to be the only one that wants to embrace Islam. No, we don't want it. Yeah, even some of our cousin brothers and uncles, they were against me. They don't like me. They don't want to see me. But Allah is our strength. So I continue to move alone. Without, I know once Allah is with me, I don't need to fear anybody. So Alhamdulillah, I was able to conquer those challenges, and even financially, Alhamdulillah, some of my Muslim brothers also assist me in financial aspect of it. In other, as a human being, when you are in facing such challenges, you need to be very careful. I was very careful. I don't move out anyhow, and I know I'm no more drinking. I don't womanize. I don't club. So once I leave my working place, I straight to my house with my family. So because of the challenges of my wife, I was able to move out of the area I was living, far away, and I got another wife who is practicing Islam, and also we are living happily now, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. May Allah continue to set you on the right path. So we just want you to chip this in. We know you've had a lot of challenges, a lot of encounters that didn't make you happy in this journey. So what is the worst thing that has been said to you concerning you coming to Islam? What's that one thing that you felt, oh my God, why do I have to go through this thing? The worst thing that has been said to you regarding you reverting to Islam?
Yeah, the worst thing, I see the worst thing, once you change the way people from the East see things, once you leave the Christianity and you change to Islam, the first word they will give you is because of money. It's because of money. I don't like to hear that. When I know that my heart, I see the truth, and somebody will say because of money, money thing. Once somebody say because of money, people begin to see you. I know in Nigeria people will say, they are Igbos, they are this, they are that, they like money. You understand? So that I was very bitter. Any time that somebody say it, is because maybe they have given you money, which I know I have not seen even till today. The way I'm working is my salary that I use in surviving. Nobody have given me millions. The small token they are paying me, I use it in surviving. So up till now, I'm up to at least 7 to 8 years in Islam. So I think somebody that knows, if you know the truth, you don't because of I changed from this religion to another religion, you begin to call me, it's because of they gave me money, they gave me some cash, they equipped me with money. I don't like to hear that.
Sorry about that. That must be really, really challenging, when you're doing something for another reason, for a sincere reason, and you know your intention. But people suck. I mean, people must talk, and some people say very nasty things sometimes, and it's just people. People suck actually. So, Alhamdulillah for the journey so far. We'll go on this very short break, and when we come back, we'll be rounding up the show. Please stay with us. Welcome back to the show. We're still on Loud Whispers. So now we want our guest today to tell us his most disturbing time. He has passed through a lot, he has seen a lot, but we want you to tell us the one that, feels very dear to your heart, something you may never even forget, the most disturbing time throughout your journey.
My most disturbing time is the time that I break the news to my wife. Immediately I broke the news to my wife.
How did you do it? How did it go?
I came with some Islamic books, which is written, you know, on it Islam.
Yes.
Then I told my wife. I sat her down. I told her that today I'm a Muslim. I've reverted, and from today I will not go back. I will remain a Muslim till when I die.
Has she been noticing traces before? Like, has she seen traces of you know, doing something?
Yes. Because I was working with a Muslim man who made me to begin to have that zeal to study more about, to know more about Islam. And that time my life changed, because activities around me then, when I was working there, made me to begin to identify some things that I'm not doing right. And I'm seeing them correcting it, doing the right way of it. So I begin to change my life and begin to behave somehow different from my usual life, which my wife was feeling somehow, suspecting that something is, and sometimes I will...
Did she ever confront you?
Yes, she confronted me by when I put down my mat to pray. She will come in front of the mat and take the mat away. So she continued to do that till when I couldn't bear it. I have to challenge her. Then I said...
before you broke the news to her, or it was after you broke the news?
After I broke the news. After I broke the news.
What was her first reaction like?
She, you know how women used to behave. They would just fled up, and she would be angry, and even from that moment she refused to obey, to cook for me. She refused to cook. Sometimes I will come back from work in the night, nothing is done, then I'll start cooking. So sometimes I will bring my clothes out for her to wash. She will not wash them. She will leave it and go out and begin to tell people. Another thing that made me that I won't forget is not knowing that she was going to visit friends by telling them this man have joined Boko Haram, have joined the Islamic group. I want to use my children for money rituals. I want to kill them. Then telling people. Then some group of people, I would say they wanted to kidnap my children, which alhamdulillah I was able to, some friends around me that loved me was able to tell me on time. I had to come back, and we went to court. We arrested those people. They came in a form that that I'm not taking care of the children, that I'm maltreating the children, that for that they are as if they wanted to take the children away. But I discovered that they are not for real. They are not for real. They want to take the children where I will not see them. Then I had to report to even from the police we went to, I had to call a lawyer. Then we took them to court. So we are in court. When I was in court with those people, my wife betrayed me. What she did, she refused to testify what she saw. Then she said, since I'm a Muslim, that I should kind of mind myself. And what will happen is that I cannot take the children away from her. That she must take care of the children. That her children will not be Muslims. So from there, from that moment, she began to consult his brothers, who she feel that she feel that they are capable of taking some steps, like, you know, people that are rich, wealthy. So they now kind of went to police. The first police I went was the police at Nyanya. From Nyanya, I was able to explain everything. You know, there are some of our brothers, Muslim brothers, they see that this thing is just there is a conspiracy. that one go. She was not contented with the decision, with the decision they gave there. She went ahead and went to Zone 3 and reported me that I left the children and I'm not giving anything to my, which I always send food and send money to her. She said that I'm not taking care of the children. When I explained to them, they couldn't continue with the case. Now she went to human rights. She went to human rights. I wrote something that I would be giving them, but by then she left. She left the house, which I was paying. She left the house, ran to another place with my children. So when I signed that I will be giving them some things, I will be bringing money, taking care of my children. So the day I went there, she was not there. She had moved everything in that house and ran away with the children.
You rented the house?
I rented the house. From there, I went back to human rights. I noticed that the human rights, the person in charge there at Nyanya was a Christian. She refused to listen to me. She said that they would treat it, but I continued to call, but they didn't want to show me. And it's like they were the human rights, they are aware of where my wife took my children, where they are, but they refused to tell me the area. So I continue. Then the next thing, what I had, some people came from NAPTEP and with police, which they met some policemen here in the mosque that they want to arrest me. So when I went to NAPTEP, I discovered that my wife lied, that I had been maltreating them, left the children, this, that, even trying to kidnap the children. So when I told them to go and investigate, because if they ask people, because I live in a area that is not only me, there are neighbors. So the neighbors will testify. So when they went there, they discovered that what my wife was saying was not right. Still, she refused to stop. She went ahead to SAS. When she went to SAS office, she told them lies. By that time, when she went to SAS, because I discovered that she, through information, she always come and she will come visit the house, she will leave. Then I targeted the time, and I came and I picked the two of my children. Out of the three, she stepped out with one, then the two I picked. By then I was also paying money. I went to welfare service. I was giving money. I was also giving foodstuffs. So I went back there. I told them, look at what happened. I have taken two of my children. I explained to them. They say I should come back. I was waiting to go back. Then the SARS came. The SARS from Abuja here, they came that they are looking for me, that I kidnapped the children, that is not mine, that they are looking for me, they want to arrest me, which they came to my office and they wanted to arrest me. So is our police here intervened. So they said that I will come at the right time. Then later I visited the SARS office. When I went there, they took me to police command, area command, Abuja here. So when I went there, not knowing that my wife have already consulted some people, then bring some touts around the area, so that because they asked me to bring the children, come along with the two children, let them see the children, how is the children, from there they will know whether if the children want the mother or the father. So when I took them there, we went to the Commissioner of Police, we went to the Deputy Commissioner of Police, we went to the legal department. All these things is only me. When they have many brothers around, you see them, both lawyers, it's only me going.
So at this time, it was just you, or you had somebody, a support system or something?
I don't have any supporter from my home. I don't have any supporter. The only supporter I have is the organization I am now, the Muslim professionals in Dawud. They always make some call, ask me how is it going, what is happening. So I will be explaining to them how the matter is going. So after that, when we finish, They gave me, the police say, hand over the 2 of my children to me. They say I should take my children back to home. Then the woman should go. Then stepping down in front of the police station, the group that she organized, then came to attack me in front of the police, with my children. So we were fighting with the police that rescued my children and took the children back to the station. Then that when they tried to separate the fight, then I was able to go back to the police station again. The police brought a car. It was the back of the police station that they put me and my children from there to my house. That is how it happened. And this incident, which I will not forget, I will not forget it. It was a tough one. It was a tough one. Alhamdulillah, I come out of it.
Alhamdulillah, I'm really happy for you. You have really been through a lot, I must admit. Alhamdulillah now. So we can say that now you feel better, and I mean, so what has it been like? I mean, we've talked about the challenges, the bitter parts and all of that. So what is Islam like for you right now?
Yeah, right now.
You said you've been a revert for 7-8 years now.
Being a Muslim.
Oh, sorry, a Muslim. You wouldn't like to be called a revert, you just want to be Muslim. Oh, okay, I like that too, Muslim. Okay, so what is it like now? I mean, not challenges anymore. How do you feel? Do you feel fulfilled? What keeps you going? Do you ever think of going back?
I can never and will never go back to Christianity, because I found joy in me. And I and my family, we are fine, we are doing well. There is nothing I'm not lacking. At least I'm comfortable, I can feed well, like 3 times daily. And I have a house, a good house living. And my children are in school, so I'm the one taking care of them. So I don't think I have challenge.
Alhamdulillah. So what about your level of spirituality? Talking about you in Islam, how much do you know the Quran? How much do you know about your Prophet? How much do you know about the history of Islam? How did you learn all those things?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, when I became a Muslim, Allah lead me straight to a good organization and good brothers around me.
What organization is that?
Muslim Professionals in Dawud. So they are the one that trained me. Coming to reading Quran, I read mostly the English Quran. It guided me a lot. Arabic is a good language, which I'm trying to see if I can also, but for now I'm still trying to learn. Reading Quran is I started from the short surahs, which was very easy for me. And some of the surahs that are short are still so powerful. Yes, you can use it very well. If you use it very well, it can guide you, it can protect you. Especially the Surah Al-Ikhlas is a very powerful surah that I don't forget to always recite. It has been my tool to when you try to go to war, you must be equipped. I think Surah to Ikhlas is one of them. I use it a lot, and mostly even in the night I pray, and I also use it.
So what about
in the morning?
Your 5 daily salat?
My 5 daily salat is perfect. I don't mix, I don't miss. Even if I was busy, maybe the time I reach, immediately I finish what I'm doing, I join the salat immediately. So Alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim, and I remain a Muslim, and I will die as a Muslim.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. We can say that Allah has really guided you, and Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah for you. So before we go, one last question. So now that you're a Muslim and you're in active dawah, I mean you're actively trying to bring other people in, you're actively trying to show other people this light, what do you feel about Muslims who were born into this religion? I mean, who believe it's just about practicing Islam? They do not think, oh, I have to go out and, tell somebody about Islam, talk about Islam, bring people into Islam. What do you think about those people?
My joy is I was a Christian before becoming a Muslim. So I had a lot of experience in Christianity, now a Muslim. So still studying more, and now also in Dawah activities. I think I'm fulfilled, because Dawah activities is something that can take you beyond what you are thinking of. So I think the Muslims around me, which I know, are really trying. And what advice I would give for the ones that are born Muslims is the ones that are not taking it serious because they just born and they met it should wake up, because Islam is a perfect religion. It's a religion that if you study it, you will know, you understand it very well. But if you don't study it, somebody can brainwash you and move you from where you are to another place. So it's very good to get the knowledge. With the knowledge of Islam, if you are granted, and don't read it for selfish interest. That's the advice I'll give. There are many born Muslims that they study the Quran and also learn Arabic just for them to get some particular attention, for them to get something for themselves. But if you study Islam and you put it that is Allah's word and you use it the way Allah wants you to use it, you will be a better Muslim.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Mr. Dawud says he's fulfilled as a Muslim. I'm actually happy for him, and I hope you viewers can see and learn from his journey and his life. So before we go, what do you have to say to people who are looking at Islam and then they're thinking, maybe this religion is not that bad, I mean, maybe I can come in? What do you have to say to them?
Yeah, what I have to say to them is being in another religion doesn't make you to be a better person. You have to study other religion also. Like when I come to Islam, I still, not only Islam, I studied little of Sikhism, Judaism, Hinduism. So it gives me a wider knowledge to now appreciate Islam more. So the ones that are outside, that maybe you're a Christian, you say, I'm comfortable with Christianity, you think you are doing the right thing. You might not know that maybe what you are doing, you are out of the line. You are not really worshiping the true God. So that's why it's very good for you to read wider. You go further and study other religion, open your mind. And another thing I would tell them is that we all are human beings. So whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim or you're a pagan, we all are human beings. You must tolerate each other. Yes. We must understand that you must appreciate what God created. You must understand that we all are equal in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you don't need to say that you are a better person than this person or you are better. You must understand that. Then you'll be able to tolerate each other and appreciate other people's culture.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dawud. We have come to the end of the show. We hope that you learned a lot. I mean, you're motivated, you're inspired, you have seen what it feels like to, journey into Islam. Alhamdulillah, Mr. Dawud is now a fulfilled Muslim. And we hope you viewers at home, if you are ever thinking about, coming into Islam, we hope that you find it easy, and we hope that Allah makes it easy for you. Amen. So, thank you for watching on today's episode of Loud Whispers. I am Adetona Halima, and I'll see you.